Hey, Cross Connection Church, Pastor Miles here. I am coming to you from my home office. And as things are a little bit strange right now, stuff going on that has us kind of slowed down quite a bit, I wanted to share a few resources with you that might be helpful to you during this time. Some things that'll help you stay connected to stuff at the church, but also some things that'll maybe help you grow a little bit more in your walk with the Lord. So there's three things I want to share with you just briefly to fill you in about. First off, one of them is something you probably have already been to before, and that is our church website. Pretty simple. If you go to lifeinconnection.com, and at our website there, you're going to find some helpful things. The first thing I want to point out to you here at lifeinconnection.com is, of course, you can find the archived messages for all the different messages that are happening at the church. So these are our weekend services on the website here, and something that you can easily get to. So last week's message is here. You can watch the video, you can listen to it online, you can subscribe to it in Apple Podcasts or Google Play, so you can get those automatically. So that's one thing that's going to be really helpful to you, is just to be able to stay up to date with the messages at the church. But another thing that might be helpful to you is so that you can stay connected with us during this period of time. So as you're on the church website, if you go up to the top to About, down here at the bottom it says Weekly Email Subscribe. And all you need to do here is to put in your email address, put in your name, and we will be sending out emails to you to keep you up to date about the stuff that's going on at the church. So that's a really helpful thing. The second website that I want to share with you is another one that we obviously use quite a bit at the church, and that is the Questions Podcast. So if you go to thequestionspodcast.com, there at thequestionspodcast.com, this is where Pastor Mark and I, every single week, we get the messages that you send to us, the text messages that you send to us with questions. You can text your questions to us at 760-814-1223. You can text those to us throughout the week, anytime during the messages. I get those, and then Pastor Mark and I, we, on a weekly basis, we go and we record this. So if you go to thequestionspodcast.com, all of those questions for the last year plus are there. You can listen to them right here on the site, and really quickly be able to hear some of that. Or you can subscribe. You can subscribe with Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Play, and those things will automatically come to you. You'll be able to follow along with those as well. And then the third site that I have for you, the third site, my camera kind of did something funny there. The third site that we have for you is another one called The Listening Plan. And this is something that I developed a number of years ago. And if you go to thelisteningplan.com, and on thelisteningplan.com, you can subscribe in your email, or you can get it through Apple Podcasts or Google Play. And what you're going to get is every single weekday morning, you're going to get an email with a passage of scripture. Right now, we're in Luke chapter 11 for today. Today is March 17th. And so there just so happens to be the same amount of chapters in the New Testament as there are weekdays in the year. And so if you just follow along, you can listen through the entire Bible, or the entire New Testament, in a year, just by simply going to the Questions Podcast. And this will be delivered to your email. And
Now Jesus was
right up.
praying in a certain place, and when he finished, one of his disciples said to him, Lord, teach us to
And
pray
you can
as
listen
John
to
taught his.
just a chapter a day. Most of these are only about a 5-minute video or a 5-minute audio, or maybe 10 minutes. And it's something that I think is really, really helpful. And I think that you'll grow in your walk with the Lord as you listen to the scriptures, and you might find that the Lord really ministers to you. So there on that website, all the archives are there, but you can subscribe, and this will come to your email every single day. And you can also read along with the passage and follow along with Blue Letter Bible. So these things, I hope, will be a real help to you. We're going to be sending out a lot of other things over the next several weeks, but check out these websites. I think they might be a real encouragement to you. Lifeinconnection.com, subscribe to our weekly email, thequestionspodcast.com for the Questions Podcast that Pastor Mark and I put out, and then also thelisteningplan.com. These things, they may be a real help to your walk in the Lord during this time especially, but it'd be great to kind of develop this as a new rhythm in your life. So I hope that helps. God bless you guys. Praying for you.